this work which they are doing is not boring science, it's fascination.
The MSU-FCU Arts Power-Up Residency creates a regular opportunity to bring the arts and sciences together through an embedded residency where an artist is connecting with researchers in one of MSU's areas of strength.
EFRIB is really a highly visible facility. It's the world's most powerful heavy ion accelerator. People come from all over the world to do experiments here. It's a huge project for MSU. Art, I think, will help us to make what we do experienceable for everybody.
The MSU Museum is this really cool place for collaboration in science and arts and culture and technology. And so it's a really natural fit with the MSU-FCU Arts Power-Up Residency because we are combining an artist and scientific disciplines to create a really cool exhibition.
I'm Abel, part of Studio Korinsky, based in Berlin. I like highly abstract topics and I try to make it more understandable through the art.
It was a very natural fit, Abel's work and what EFRIB does for research.
A lot of his work centered on light and various material phenomena.
I also liked his multimedia approach, larger scales that I thought match well, so the large science and the universe that we want to explore here.
What inspired me was the work they do to discover how the elements came to Earth, how they were created.
Rather than having the arts simply translate existing research, the researchers and the artists are exploring and discovering together.
The first time that I met him, I was like, wow, this is a cool dude. I really like him from the start. We met every Monday at 9 just to discuss things, and he will ask questions, and then I will ask questions about his work. And that makes you rethink the way that you're doing your own research.
I could come with sketches and could discuss if it's correct, does it make sense? This was a very, very important part of doing this artwork.
I think his presence helped show to students that there are multiple career paths with a scientific degree or knowledge.
I was asking him about how to take this big concept I'd been working with that had this math and I wanted it to be explained. And so he was really getting at how can we create a visual experience with this concept without me just laying it all out for you.
For me, it somehow always has to keep the character of art, that it goes beyond just showing or representing something. It should work by just walking in and experiencing.
He does a lot of installation work, and it was stuff that I was interested in doing, but I didn't know how to scale it up. So he was able to show me the logistical side of making it and realizing it.
The scientists of EFRIB, the research they are doing has so much to do with creativity. To imagine how something could have happened and then trying to prove it.
When you stick an artist in the room with them and the artist starts asking questions, it starts expanding how they're discussing their work.
We always do something that we haven't done before, and we always have to figure out how to do it from scratch, and it's very similar to how artists work.
So the objectives in that sense are different, but the process of creation I think is super similar, if not the same.
We get to bring what the artist is working on and bring it out to the public, have the public engage with the material, engage with the artist, and get to really be a part of the creation of the exhibition.
People can really get into our science and feel our work and our excitement.
I think often art is seen as something to explain concepts, but I think art is important that it goes beyond this point and creates experiences.
I think that the boundaries aren't as rigid and firm as people think they are, and by crossing those and doing interdisciplinary work, you get really interesting, thought-provoking outputs.
This was just amazing. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance if you're an artist.
MSU-FCU created the endowment for the Arts Power-Up Residency. The endowment means that we're going to have 1 or 2 artists in residence probably every year here.
For me, the fascinating thing is to see different artists doing different works. I'm very excited to see the future artists coming to MSU.
We hope that MSU is going to become a central place for artists around the world to want to come and do really cool cutting-edge exhibitions.